Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Anti-Material Energy. In the last episode, we did a lot of work trying to get better power. So we have a 64K furnace generator. We're powering it with fire diamonds. It's going pretty good. Let's take one of these fire diamonds and put it in there. We're gonna need to transfer power here soon to our permanent thing, but we might get to that today. I don't know. Anyways, last episode we were working on a couple of quests at the end of the episode, and well, we kind of just ran out of time. Things were going to take a little bit longer than I wanted to kind of wait around for in the episode, so I went ahead and I upgraded the portable tank. We did that last time, and as you see, it's full of lava. But before we do anything with that, by the way, I set up some basic automation so we can put a bunch of blaze rods in here and get a lot of power, or lava rather, fairly cheap. So yeah, before we actually put this on the conduit, we're going to take the really basic fluid conduits off, and we're never going to use them again. We're going to use something better. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. What is it we need for this guy? We need fused quartz. So that is just some of this. Let's get like 16 worth. And we'll get some fused quartz. So what this is going to allow us to do is just make much better stuff. We're going to need some... it's going to allow us to transfer fluids much quicker. That's what I was trying to say. So there we go. We can make 2 sets of these if we wanted to. I don't necessarily want to, but we just need a vibrant alloy and then some conduit. Perfect. So these inner fluid conduits are much better. Don't shift. So we're gonna put this on insert, and we're gonna put this guy here. Now it should completely drain this guy once we have it. Extract always active. Alright, let's take the chromate out and that stuff. I was making all of the stuff I needed for well, what we're getting to, which is making a ton of... we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that. 1, and we need a lot more aluminum. We'll get to that shortly. Alright, so before that just kind of goes crazy or anything, so it should fill up, should get rid of all of the lava. It should be really quick, and now we need to find our radium chloride, and we should have enough, so we'll deal with that in just a second. Let's go ahead and dump this stuff back in here. Let's put extra conduits, not in there. Let's actually put them in here. Are those interfaces? Storage buses. Dang it. And real quick, we need to make some electrical steel for things in a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm trying to do like 20 things at once. Apologies if it gets a little confusing. But right now, I'm just trying to clean up this guy, this inventory, so that we can get access to enough aluminum. Aluminum is kind of the problem right now. However, I found a really good source of aluminum. It's just going to require some other things. So I'm just letting this kind of do its thing. We can put most of this stuff away. We have a little bit of aluminum in there. We're not going to mess with that. But all this stuff we can take out and just put in here. I had realized after doing, after making all of the the bone stuff, that we don't really need that much more phosphate. We actually have a good bit. I mean, we have 190? Yeah, 190. So we were trying to make last time the ME storage component, the 64K one. we ran out of, well, Certus Quartz. Certus Quartz is the expensive part of that. I went ahead and I made exactly enough calculation processors and engineering processors that we're going to need. So that is easy enough. But yeah, we just need a lot more aluminum phosphate, which is what I have here. This is exactly as much as we need. So once we make that, it'll be great. But let's go ahead and make the redstone exchanger. That's the other quest we need to do. And that's going to require 30 radium. So that's 20. It's exactly 30. Nope, plutonium, you go back. And so we dump all this stuff in here. And then we should be able to make this. And there's the redstone exchanger. Perfect. So that is going to give us a reward bag and a hardened flux capacitor and complete that quest. So what this thing does is it exchanges blocks. I don't really plan on using it, but basically we could set it up so that it exchanges anti-blocks with something else. And it's not the best way to like mine or anything, but it is a way you can. The hardened flux capacitor powers anything that requires power in your inventory. Kind of self-explanatory. And it's basically a portable power source. Not anything we really care about. But we do have a basic reward bag. We get some hyoscyamine, whatever that stuff is. And we'll just dump it in here to be processed. So, always with the collecting of materials. So let's get on, with that taken care of, let's get on to getting aluminum so that we can make the storage component so that we can make a singularity, which is what we need to do. Now, in order to do this kind of stuff, in order to make these singularities, we need to have enough storage space in here to actually store the number of items we need. So that's why we have to make a 64K. So the big thing we need is aluminum. And I discovered that tanzanite is the large tanzanite. Yeah, tanzanite is actually really good for getting a lot of well, a lot of the stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make an algorithm separator because we need tanzanite to make a tanzanite sapling. Now if we grab our info calculator, it should tell us how we can automatically let's see, fiddle-doo fruit. Let's see if it says blocks. We'll probably end up using the flux plugs and flux points later. Those are really good. Stone assimilators. So we're gonna need a stone assimilator or two, and it will harvest stuff from the trees. That is something that we're gonna want as well. Assimilator. So, and then eventually, if we want to get a ton of flawless diamonds, we can use an algorithm separator, or algorithm assimilator. But that's going to be later. So, we need this guy right now. So it's going to require 6 blocks of iron. You know, let's just do this. So there's the 6 blocks of iron. It's going to require a flawless diamond, and then it's going to require 2 advanced power cubes. I already looked at this, so power cubes require redstone ingots, which, how do we get that? Algorithm separator, scientific calculator. It's redstone and it's redstone and the other stuff. So you know what? Let's just make another crafting station, and we'll put it just right here. This is going to be our like current progress. So we're going to want that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have that stuff. We're going to need, oops. we're going to need what else? So we're going to need the redstone and the iron. How much we can get iron? 8 blocks. So there's a stack. We're going to need some more redstone. So let's go grab some more redstone. Alright. And I wish there was an easier way than filling up my inventory so that I could, like, you know, get exactly a stack. But this is fine. Alright, you know what, let's get just a little bit more. Let's get 2 more stacks. It's good to have some back over yonder with the rest of our stuff. But anyways, now we need to use our calculator. We'll get a bunch of redstone. Was it this? No, it's dividing iron by redstone. There's a bunch of redstone ingots. Alright, so with that taken care of, that is what we need for the advanced power. We actually only need 16 of those, but it's always good to have extra. And now we just need to make basic power cubes, which are not that difficult. It's just going to require some conductive iron and 2 basic capacitors. So, let's grab one of each of these. And skip this. Now, I believe... Oh, hey, redstone ingots are actually exchangeable. And it's not that big of a deal. We can actually get a lot of them pretty easily. That's another exploit, actually. So we can take 1 and get 65. Or we can have... Well, the way we made them is actually a lot worse. But anyways, we're going to come over here. We have... conductive and pulsating iron. We're going to teach the system both of these, or I say system, the tome, both of these. Wait, no, not pulsating, electrical steel. It should already know pulsating. We can double check though. But it's such a low increase. Okay, it already knows it. Let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. So. Electrical, we're going to need a little bit of this for later. Yeah, let's get a stack. And then conductive, not cod, conductive iron, we'll get a stack of that. Alright, so 2 of these. I guess let's just do it this way. So there's 2 power cubes. Power cubes covered in redstone gives us the advanced. And that is the algorithm separator. Now, why do we need an algorithm separator? Seems kind of weird, right? Well, not really. This is so full. You know, we don't really need charcoal over here. We can always get more charcoal pretty easily. So the algorithm separator requires power, but this machine is actually really nice. So what we can do is go get a stack or 2 of lapis, and that will give us tanzanite. The algorithm separator will give us various things, as you will soon see. And it's how we're going to get a ton of aluminum. So we're going to throw a good bit of this stuff in here. Eventually I'm going to move all this stuff into the system, but for right now, it's not super important. This thing is very slow, so while it is going, we're going to need 2 of these stone assimilators. So that's not too bad. We need 6 reinforced stone, reinforced axe, and shovel. So we're going to need 8 more. Let's see, we're gonna need some sticks. And sickle. We're gonna want 2 of these, and then what's in the middle? It's the stone separator, which requires 2 power cubes, reinforced iron, and 12 of these. Okay, so the hard part about the power cubes is just the fact that we need to use, actually we need 4 of those. It's just the fact that we're using capacitors, which is kind of annoying, but not really. Alright, so let's do that. So, stone separators, is it like this? Aha, it is. So we're going to get 2 of these, and then we're actually going to want some caches, I think. So we have that. And a cache, I don't remember how to make it. It's a chest or it's a log with some tin. Or let's just make the hardened ones, and that's Invar as well. Also, we should probably break this guy. We don't need the lava anymore. Put him there. It'll fill up. And everything will be good. So, there is our first little bit of tanzanite. So if we want a tanzanite sapling, we're going to need 9 of these. But we can just let this kind of go for a little bit. It'll be fine. We've got plenty of power for now. And we're trying to get the Singularity. And then we're also going to make like the capacitor bank so we can have some more power and all that kind of fun stuff as well. So we're going to need the stone assimilators. I think I already made a sickle for it. But, oh well. So we're also going to need an atomic binder. We should have... No? That is somewhat surprising. I thought we had a bunch of these. Because it's just this and, like, a little bit of this stuff. What did we use them all for? I'm actually curious. So... Flawless diamonds? We probably did. Okay, that's fine. So is it like this? Yes. There's an atomic binder. We just need 1 of those. We're going to need any sort of sapling. Doesn't actually matter. We'll take a birch. And then that tanzanite once it's done. So we're at 4. And then we'll get this going. So while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead. And, right, we're making the cache. I already forgot. So we're going to need some tin and some Invar. Have we taught this how to make tin? No. Alright, so we're going to need 4 Invar. We have enough for now. Let's go ahead and teach it. It'll be easier. It's always good to have the resources available to you rather than finding out later that you have to like acquire them again. The next tier requires fused quartz or hardened glass. We could make that stuff, but I mean hardened glass is just obsidian and lead. It's actually pretty easy. Alright, so 10. Get 4 of those. Pulsating. That has the T-I-N, which is why I was confused of why it was showing up. Anyways, so 10, and then surrounded by Invar. Actually, we need another one of those. I would like another one of those, rather. And I think that will be good enough for now. So 4 of those. Invar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just do that again. Cool. So we have 2 hardened caches. we can go ahead and place one down already. So the simulators are actually really, really nice. They don't require much of anything. We can actually place both of them down because why not? And eventually we will have another tree to take care of. But this will take hunger points. And if we put a cache there, it will fill up. It should fill up automatically with anytime it gets amethyst. Now the question is whether or not it'll give us like... Okay, so the amethyst, I don't know if it'll give us the small, large, shards, what. So that's the only like real question. This is almost done. Alright, so once we get the aluminum, that's when we're in business to do a lot of other things. So I guess in the meantime, let's go ahead and make a capacitor bank. And to do that, we're going to make one of these guys. So we're going to need a block of those, 4 of those, plus 2? No. Double layers don't actually require any normal capacitors. So we're going to want one of these, 2 circuits, and then redstone ingots, which is this. Alright, so let's make a basic capacitor bank. And then to make this, we're going to need energetic alloy times 6. So we'll go grab that when we go over here. Yeah, I don't know if this already knows how to make the redstone. No, it does not. So that's fine. We'll get this. I want to upgrade our storage. And eventually, one of these years, we will probably make the vibrant capacitor banks. But that is very expensive. As I kind of covered last time, octave capacitors are 4 double layers. And these glowstone shards, which require fusion crafting. So it's kind of annoying. And then redstone. Go ahead and just get a stack of those. Be easier. Alright, so we're going to want this, and then some circuits. Doesn't matter which kind, really. Let's just take those 2 because we have a good number of them. Eventually we'll get circuits set up again to be automatic, but there is a double layer. We just break this guy and quickly upgrade it, and now it can hold, well, 5 million RF. Let's take these guys, put them in there, and we should have the tanzanite by now. We do. We take one of these guys, make a large tanzanite, and then flawless calculator, something like this, and there's a tanzanite sapling. So let's grab a piece of dirt, and I guess we'll grab some bone meal, and this will be our new, well, our tanzanite. So it's also giving us health and hunger points. This is something that we will probably use later, which makes things really nice. So this guy, for example, is giving us hunger points. This guy will give us health points. And what we can do with that is we can actually make what's called a, there's these modules, there's a nutrition module, and there's a, so we don't need any of this stuff now. Cool. So we just got through a lot of stuff. There is a hunger module, a health module, and a nutrition module. Now, this is the one that we're going to want. And it's not really that bad to make. It's going to require some amethyst and whatnot. But still really good. So what it does is the health module will actually give us health if we ever take damage, and the hunger module will actually give us hunger if we get hungry. So basically it's infinite food and health on demand as you need it. So it's really nice. Anyways, we don't need this anymore. We're going to do aluminum and phosphate. Right. This is still going, isn't it? Let's dump this stuff in here. And can we use the tanzanite shards? No. We cannot do anything with those as they are. But we're going to get a stack of tanzanite from that eventually. So this stuff can go in, this stuff can go in, that stuff can go in. Before we do anything else, we're going to switch those out. We're going to decompose these to get a ton of this zyosite. And then that is going to get taken care of to get just a bunch of aluminum. And it should be good enough. So we just need 2 more stacks of aluminum. And we're going to get a lot of other junk, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. Is this full? It is. It just doesn't show up. Okay. That's fine as well. We're going to make oxygen nanotubes. And just, yeah, grab all the oxygen that we can. And this is annoying to do, but kind of have to. Let's see, we'll just dump those in there. And yeah, so we have 2 more stacks of aluminum, and that's exactly what we need. So I'll clean this up later. But there is all the aluminum phosphate that we need. And that's going to take a while to get everything. Just because the storage, the what do I want to say? How much this can actually hold power-wise is really awful. So this is going to take a bit, but we'll let it fill up, and then we get like 5. But this will give us all of a lot of our stuff that we need for getting the singularities. So at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so I want to get 2 more tanzanite shards. Is there anything in here that we can like get rid of? We have multiple wrenches. We have so much different just junk in here. Alright, so let's take the starch extractors out. We're probably never going to use those, and one of the wrenches, we'll just put it into the system. That'll be good enough. Alright, so 4, 5, yeah, we can take this relatively quickly. It is a good power source that we have feeding it. I mean, this thing has so much power. It's not awful, so we can live. And we're almost there. And I hope I counted right. That's the other question that is, I guess, a little bit of a concern. We need 27 of these and then however many more. We need 6 more. There's 29 there. So we need 3 more. So maybe I didn't count right, but it seems like we have an extra one. Oh wait, no. Exactly. Never mind. Never mind. I miscounted. I miscounted here. Alright, so there is 27 1Ks. And we get 9 of those. And now in order to get the next tier, the 64K, we need redstone and quartz glass. So redstone, and we need quartz glass. Now that is something, no exchange value, so let's grab a bunch of this, a bunch of this, and we need to grind up the quartz so we can get the quartz glass. We have a bit of it here. Alright, so that is honestly enough. We don't need any more ground up right now. Okay, so that should be the 4Ks. And then I think we need, for the 16Ks, yeah, now it's glowstone. So we put this here. And we're going to need a little bit of glowstone. So let's go grab some glowstone. And the thing is after we make a singularity, I was trying to say like a singularity. Once we make a singularity, then we don't really need to worry about much with all that. Because I don't think we're going to need multiple. Unless singularities are used for something. I really don't foresee that happening, and so we don't really need to worry about wasting this stuff because we can actually just reuse it. So I'm curious. We put a 16K in there. Nope, not enough. Has to be a 64K. Alright, with that taken care of, that holds exactly enough, and now we can start dumping items in there. Now, what do we want to dump in there? That's kind of a question that we need to answer. I mean, we could throw a lot of useless stuff in there that we're not really using. I don't know why this is like, it has no recipe, but it's not like charging. Or we could just use cobblestone, and I think cobblestone is probably going to be the best bet. You know what, does this know anything that's like 1? Netherrack and stone. Silicon is also up there. But let's just grab a bunch of endstone. And we should be able to just like dump it all in here. Yeah, so we can dump whatever we want in here. Let's grab a bunch of oxygen. We don't need that much oxygen. It's a weird statement to say, but I mean, it's kind of true. Now this is going to require a lot and a lot of stuff. But let's just grab all the silicon. We don't need that much silicon. I really don't know what to put in here to like really get the most out of the singularity. Alright, that should be enough. What else do we have? I mean, we have so much oxygen and it's not really that useful. We have a lot of nitrogen as well. It's not that good either. And we're up to like 9,000, so that's not very good. What else? You know, we could get just a bunch of cobblestone compressed. And that's 18. So there's a quintuple. You know what? Let's get this to the max cobblestone. And then we should be able to just kind of deal with it from there. So let's grab some diamonds. let's do our really cheaty trick. And just continuously make, let's see, diamonds. Actually, we can just do this to emeralds. And then emeralds to diamonds. And right back to it. And this isn't too bad, although it's a lot more clicking. It's still pretty powerful. So we'll get this taken care of. We'll get plenty of emeralds. And now we should be able to, like, I mean, a stack of emeralds is worth $500,000. So let's grab just a bunch of quintuple compressed cobblestone. We're going to turn this as far as we can. And sextuple and a septuple. So we're going to research both of these. Let's turn this stuff back into emeralds and diamonds. And then we can just continue duplicating higher. Now this is, I keep saying this is so cheaty, but otherwise it's going to be incredibly grindy. It's just cobblestone, waiting for cobblestone. So let's grab a bunch of this. And just get a bunch more emeralds. And then it's equivalent with diamonds and emeralds, so we're just duplicating diamonds with this. Literally all we're doing. I don't know why it doesn't want to go into the top row, but that's really weird. I don't know why I just duplicated the, wow, converted those into other diamonds. I didn't like those diamonds. Alright, so there's that. Cobblestone, sextuple. Oh, we don't even have enough. So let's get the sextuple. And we can put these to get septuple. A septuple. So that's 4. Oh my god, that's a lot. We don't even need that. We need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple. So we're gonna keep the sextuple cobblestone. Or not the sextuple, the septuple. We're gonna keep that in here. So these guys are what we want to get all of the cobblestone we'll ever need. And this is going to be incredibly messy. So let's do that. This is double. And we'll just kind of continuously... You know what? Let's grab a log, some tin and invar, and we're gonna do this the slightly easier way. We're gonna fill up a cache and then empty it into the thing, the matter condenser, while we're kind of working on things. So invar for these, and then 10 for of these. Guys kind of know the routine with this. Caches are like really good to have when you don't have drawers or anything like that. Caches are a good, like, secondary thing to have. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of these guys. Disable that. Alright, insert, extract, always active. Alright, so now whenever we put cobblestone in there, it's a little bit easier. So you kind of get the gist of this. And it goes through it pretty quickly. So let's just do this as much as we can. And we're up to, well, 10,000 out of 256. So I think I'm going to probably do this off camera. Just work on getting all of this stuff kind of, well, cleaned up. And as long as I keep up with the the conduits, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And just kind of continuously making more and more and more cobblestone. So that's what I'm going to do off camera. Next time, I think we are actually going to start looking at setting up the compact machine to give us power, have power storage, and all that fun stuff, and start cleaning up our, well, base, I guess. We need to make more storage, get everything into the storage system, and then we can start looking at like automation for other things such as Certus Quartz and the stuff with the chemical synthesizer and decomposer and all that fun stuff. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!